Algebra 1, Lesson 6, Rules for Addition, Adding More Than Two Numbers, Inserting Parentheses Mentally, and Definition of Subtraction. So we're going to go straight to the practice, and we'll be doing A, B, and C today. So starting with A, we have to add these properly by inserting parentheses. So what we're going to do, since everything can be thought of as addition, we're going to rewrite the problem in full, only using addition, and then enclosing each number inside in its own set of parentheses. So negative 5 will be rewritten as parentheses negative 5. Then we put a plus sign. This minus 2 will turn into parentheses negative 2. And then we put a plus sign. This positive 7 remains a positive 7. And the minus 6 becomes plus negative 6. From here we just add as usual. Negative 5 plus negative 2 gives us negative 7. Negative 7 plus 7 gives us 0. And then 0 minus 6, or 0 plus negative 6, equals negative 6. Now B gets a little more difficult because we add absolute value lines into the mix. So the negative 4 will just become parentheses negative 4. We put our plus sign. And then from here, this negative gets enclosed in the parentheses with absolute value. So we have parentheses negative, absolute value of negative 2. Put a plus sign. Minus 6 becomes negative 6. Add a plus sign. And then negative 5 is already written in parentheses. So from here, there's only one more simplification we have to do, which is this middle parenthesis. The absolute value of negative 2 is positive 2. And then we add the negative outside the absolute value, and this is just negative 2. So now we'll go ahead and add negative 4 plus negative 2 is negative 6. Negative 6 plus negative 6 is negative 12. Negative 12 plus negative 5 gives us negative 17. And the last one, C. Again, we've got absolute value with a negative, so that just becomes the negative absolute value of negative 8 in parentheses. Add our plus sign. Minus 3 becomes plus negative 3. Plus 5 just remains as positive 5. And then minus 11 becomes plus negative 11. From here we simplify this absolute value. Absolute value of negative 8 is 8, so that is just written as parentheses negative 8. Negative 8 plus 3, or negative 3, is negative 11. Negative 11 plus 5 gives us negative 6. Negative 6 plus negative 11 gives us negative 17 again. So that's algebraic addition, including the absolute value numbers. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in class, but other than that, this should be pretty straightforward.